So guess who forgot to keep his mic on while playing this entire fucking night? Alright. I guess I might as well fucking explain it. So, yeah, this was probably a very fucking difficult thing to do. Which is why it's only 22 minutes, because like right after this I was like, yeah, I'm done. I was like, I can't fucking continue. So, you're not gonna believe this, but, a lot of the recordings I didn't have any audio, and it didn't sound good either. Cause I think I've explained it before. Brown Hammer is a fucking echo in this mic, and until we can get that fixed, I think group videos won't be as necessary. um, so yeah, I was trying to figure this out on how to defeat Freddy and the gang for the first game. Um, and it's just like I couldn't tell what the fuck to do, so I decided that I was gonna start listening to audio cues. Like for, I know you see me right now panicking, but I think because my phone wasn't charging, so I was trying to charge it as I was doing this. But you could, so when you play the game, you can tell when someone's coming in. Like you can tell when someone's walking down the hallway, and you can tell when like Freddy laughs. You know he's moved location. And sometimes I'll check on Freddy because I don't pay attention. So I think this is where he's in his second location. So he's in the top right, where like the little hallway is. Not the hallway. The like from the I forgot what the fuck that room is called. Man, I would be bad at Among Us if I restarted. So yeah. So then I noticed that when they're walking, they stop and they look. I don't think that means that they stop at the door. Cause you'll fucking see why in a minute. But it was just like my main focus was Foxy, cause Foxy's the only one that I technically have to keep an eye on. And this too. Like, look, he lagged. He like took his time getting to me. I don't know if that was intentional to mess me up. But look, he takes like a full on like 2 seconds just to get up there. So Freddy's already right behind the right door, or right behind the room. It's just, excuse me. My bad. I'm in the yawn. It's not boring or anything. It's just I kind of just woke up. It's the first thing I was like, bruh, Freddy's. It's the first thing I think about when I wake up. So yeah, motherfuckers came out of nowhere. So my issue was that I wasn't saving enough power, and I couldn't tell you why. All I know is that every single time one of them stopped at the door to look inside, I had assumed that's where they would come in, so I would immediately slam the door. And it's just like, and it's not even like the second they stop. Like it's, or no, my bad. It's not even the second that they look at the door. It's the second they stop at the door. I decided to just shut it down. And so with that, plus thinking about Freddy, plus forgetting about Chica and Bonnie when they are at the door, because there are moments like I think right now I forgot to open the door for Chica. I just continuously assumed she was there. Same thing with Bonnie. I kept thinking they were there when I was looking to the right. Sometimes I would close the door on Bonnie, expecting Foxy to ready to jump out, and that would just waste energy. So it was kind of like I had to do everything with like a hair of a second left. So I had to really like drag out Foxy running over. Sometimes though Foxy would come up quickly, so I never actually took a chance with Foxy. Even if it was like a second or two late, I would still close the door on him. And then there was fucking Foxy singing, and I was like, Moxie is fucking singing, because he's like the fucking worst out of the 5. In my opinion. In my opinion, I feel like Foxy's the worst. Out of the 4, I shouldn't say 5. Out of the 4, just because he's like the only fucker that runs. He's the only one that actually gives dread. And so I've noticed that after the phone call, it might be because I decided to pick it up, but I've noticed that after I decided to pick up the phone call, is when everything starts. Like the lights flicker, the doors shut up and down. So yeah, here we go. I decided to look what the closet looks like from the back, or the lockers. And that didn't count. So I kept noticing that every single time I would stop, I would die right as like the minute ends. So trying to figure out how that worked was probably the biggest pain in my ass. But I've noticed as well that once the lights and doors shut up and down and flicker, I've noticed that the first person to always come by is Chica. So I've always like had this thing of looking to the right more than the left, which could have failed me. Uh, but I've already made it a habit to when the lights flicker up and down, I just go to the left, turn off that light, and then continue. And so Bonnie was kind of the only issue I had, because Bonnie I can hear moving around. I just couldn't tell whether he was coming up to my door or moving location, which I know that's what the cameras are for. Why I don't remember why I was looking at the fuck. I think this is where I was trying to charge my phone. But like as you can see, nothing was happening for that split second, and I was fine. And so like I kept trying to look around while trying to charge my phone. So I looked up. That's when I was looking at Freddy. I think I saw him in the one room location where he's like at the door. So yeah, it's always the audio cues. So like I said, Chica's always the first one. And then she keeps walking, so I'm like, okay, cool, don't worry about her. I don't know why I had to keep flickering on her when I know she passed me. I think that should have also been worked. I think I should have probably stopped doing that. Okay, and I don't know, yeah, you see, here comes Bonnie. And then I want to know if it's this one. No, it's not, okay. So he keeps walking, Chica's still there. And so, I'm so glad I got into the habit of using the buttons. So he's already there. And then I would immediately, I don't know why, but every single time I would close one door, I checked to open the other door instead of probably checking on that door more. And Foxy takes his sweet time on this one. Like I couldn't find, like I thought he went to go take a fucking world tour. And so, every single time I also assumed I didn't see them, I kept closing the door on them, when that's not the case. I think it's just so dark, since it's now in the black and white filter. It like fucks me up. And so I keep trying to like see when Bonnie's coming, because I think I kept hearing his footsteps. I couldn't see him. So Freddy was already behind the closet door. So you can see me kind of panicking. And I've noticed that every single time at 3 a.m. I always hit 50%. So I made it kind of like a goal inside my head to make sure that at 3 a.m. I stay on 50 as much as I can. Sometimes that didn't work. Most of the times I tried to drag it until the very last percent. And at first I didn't think the doors shutting up and down actually messed me up. Look, right there. So that, I don't think that meant that he stayed there. I just assumed he did every time because he would stop. Okay, what's a bad example? He did stop there, but but yeah. So as you can see, it's still 3 a.m. and I'm already at 30%. Like I couldn't keep dragging that on. So I had to like, as I'm like thinking about how to conserve energy, I'm also trying to fucking balance Bonnie and Freddy right now, because Chica and Freddy are already, or Foxy, my bad, Bonnie and Foxy, because Freddy and Chica were already on that right door, so I was already screwed from there. And so I had to keep thinking like although it was very risky, I had to attempt to not use both doors. Like if I see both Chica and Bonnie stopping, I had to like either probably drag one out or wait until one would show up at the door. But yeah, so obviously Foxy's singing his fucking song. I already knew for a fact I wasn't gonna be able to survive this one. Um, and so it was just very fucking stressful. Yeah, and then I think Foxy would come up. And then you hear those footsteps, and it just makes it harder because you could also hear Chica. So I had always assumed that Chica was the one moving, and that stopped them right in time. It's just, excuse me. It's just very fucking difficult. I couldn't figure out a good solution to any of the problems. I couldn't even figure out like what to do. And so I think I decided to take a small break because I was like, dude, like don't fucking do this shit to me. Like why do they hate me? And so the only reason why I'm playing, honestly, the only reason why I'm even playing Five Nights at Freddy's is because the movie's coming up. And I know for a fact I'm not going to finish the game by the time the movie comes out. I'm pretty sure I got one more week before I even get to see it. I don't know if I've explained it before, but I don't plan on watching it like day one. I plan on giving like a 2 week wait. Like, yeah, the memes will come out, the spoilers will come out, this and that. But I mean, I don't really mind because I still have like that experience of watching it for the first time. I also, I shouldn't say I'm worried about the movie. It's more or less like I'm worried about how they were going to have people understand. Because if there's one thing that people love about Five Nights at Freddy's, it's how complicated it gets. It's just like a marriage. It's very complicated. I probably shouldn't say that. So it's really difficult for many people to understand it. I personally assume that the movie's going to be good, and I also assume that it's going to explain a little better about the story. I feel like this movie might kind of be like a what's it called? Kind of like a not cleaning the slate, but more or less like fixing it up a little, like fixing like probably some issues that they had in the past. But as far as I know, nothing has been said about the movie making anything canon or changing the story at all. I think it's just because it's a movie. It could be a totally different thing as well. One of my theories is that the movie is just a different story compared to the one in the game. That's also compared to the one in the books. Give me a quick second. I apologize for this. So yeah, as I was saying, my bad. It wouldn't surprise me if the movie ended up being like a whole different universe or whatever. All I know is that I'm completely unexpecting everything from that movie. Like, I don't know how it's gonna go. I would love to say that it's gonna be a great movie, but I'd be one of those movies where like I would have to come in like open-minded, I guess. Like, oh, it's nothing like the games. Can't expect it to be like the games. But it'd be pretty cool if like it was just like the games. And I'm guessing he's gonna be running around too. Like I didn't expect the movie to have him in the office 24/7. Like I personally expected him to run around and like panic. Probably see like how the office, not the office, the whole restaurant looks from like an open world perspective. Because the cameras can only give you such a vivid imagination of what's around. I would also like to see maybe the death of William Afton, because I know he's in it and I know he's Springtrap, but I would like to see like him like die in the costume. And like I don't know why, I could be wrong, but I really imagined the costume to be like leather. I'm pretty sure it's because like the book adaptations have it looking like because it's wearable, so like obviously these are wearable, but I don't know, I expected Like as you can see, it gives him like a. Sorry, I was gonna look at Bonnie right now, but it gives him like a 2 second turn, and then he's gone. Like he doesn't even stay there. So that's where I found out I've been wasting power for like a minute, and then he's back. So yeah, when it comes to Springtrap, I always imagine him like in a much thinner material of an outfit instead of like a full-on like bunny suit. Um, but then again, like I don't know, it's probably much harder to do it from fucking fiction to reality. Because every single time I see like a Springtrap cosplay, it's always in like a big chunky suit, and I'm just like, that's pretty cool for it to be looking like that. Like they really did really good with the costumes too in that movie. Like they really like. At first I was like, I feel like they're gonna like change it or mess it up, but no, they went straight to the original source material. Um, so yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if that movie did fucking spectacular. Like I don't expect it to be like movie of the year, like you know, like fucking winning 200 awards, but I at least I do imagine I'm gonna enjoy myself. Hi puppy, hi dog, stop it. Just fucking give me a jump scare as a jump scare happens. Dude, chill the fuck out. What do you want, dog? Come here. What do you want? What's wrong? You trying to get your time in the on the microphone? You have something to say to the people? No? Alright, cool. Thanks. There he goes. So yeah, this is probably where like I decided to just like sit my ass down and be like, okay, nothing but audio cues. And so I'm waiting for the doors to like freak out, which they don't. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is the game like pushing everything back? Like, so I think what happened was that I answered the phone too quickly because I usually give it a few rings. I think I just give it one ring. So I definitely expected too much from the phone itself. I know you're probably thinking like, why didn't he? If he thought it was a phone, why didn't he just drag out the call? Cause I'm an idiot. That's his best explanation. Immediately turn off the light. And so I'm just like thinking to myself like, okay, Foxy is right there. I hear Chica walking up. But like I said, Bonnie was the only one I couldn't really hear. There were moments of where I would, and like she's just fucking gone. I never understood it. Jesus Christ, these dogs are fucking psycho right now. It's just like I had trouble understanding how they worked. I really wish I could like have a door open and see how, but I feel like that would probably throw the game. So I didn't want to throw away the game and just keep doing what I was doing. So like now I expect Foxy taking his sweet time. Like he takes like a fucking minute to get there. I almost opened the door there too. I remember I like almost fucking pushed the button. I panicked. And so man, these dogs have never seen like how light works. They're seeing the light from the window and they're fucking wondering how that works. What's wrong? What? Oh, is it because mom and dad are out? They'll be back, fool. Come here, where are you? There you are. They'll be back, don't worry about it. They're just out being adults. Okay, and you leave. Fuck me, I guess. Because I'm not an adult. So yeah, the 60% on 3 a.m. Fucking, I was like, hell yeah, good to know, good to know. I don't think I kept it at 60 though. I'm pretty sure I lose it just as quickly because I got too cocky. But it's just, it's so fucking hard to like keep it in track. Like just keeping the correct percentage at the correct time. Because it's just like the energy like goes out like once every second. So I'm losing it every fucking second that I have either a door closed or door open. I believe this is where Freddy is at my right door, so I didn't even attempt to open it. I had already known I was screwed right when that happened. it's just like I didn't. I know it's hard to explain. Like I'm really bad at explaining things, and this is why I like showing the gameplay as I speak when I play, because it's a little easier to have you go through my process as it happens. So like right now, I'm not really focusing on Bonnie. It's more like I'm focusing on not converting, on saving energy. Um, and when it comes to consuming it, because I know, like same thing. I have some audio cues where I don't know if it's Chica or Bonnie, but I do hear movement on my left. So I expect Bonnie moving from place to place, since there's three locations basically: the hallway, the room behind the office, and the closet. So I just always expect he's in one of those, and whenever I hear movement like that, which I think is Chica, I expect it's Bonnie moving. And unless it's like quiet, like right now, then I check just in case he's not at the door. And so I'm just fucking, I'm waiting on his ass. I hear him move. That too. I don't know if you saw that. That was a split fucking second of me supposed to close the door. I have no fucking idea how I was supposed to do that if I were expecting him to take his sweet time like last time. So I had always assumed that Foxy was always on his fucking way. And so like yeah, dude, it's just like I really do love the Five Nights at Freddy's series. Like it's funny too because I fell in love with it around the third game, and I decided to look more into it. But I definitely do see like how this game is still very successful, and that's how I beat the fifth fucking night. Um, yeah, it's just the Freddy's like the one issue because I kept hearing him and I kept freaking out. Also, when it came to Foxy as well, he's very fucking quick. I think I decided to like stop the playing the game because I like needed a breather. Um, but yeah, when it comes to Five Nights at Freddy's, it's definitely something that I had expected to die out after the third game. Ignore the fact that I ate it. So considering that they have a whole ass movie, books, I bet you it's gonna be like Chucky, where they're gonna have like a TV series. I wouldn't, and Scream had a TV series too. It wouldn't surprise me if like they had like a fucking actual cartoon going on for kids, just to like go into the aesthetic of Five Nights at Freddy's. So I do plan on playing this game in the future, maybe a little more after Halloween. Uh, and yeah, I expect to play in VR too. So have a great day. See ya.